Okay, let's start with the smallmouth buffalo. So I've got 3 spots. One you spawn here, the spot is more or less here. The other one is like KP showed. And the other one is here. You can get smallmouth buffalo, I believe, everywhere on this lake, but those are the spot that have the depression in the bottom. So most probable and most close to real life. So when you spawn here, you exit the house, you just go down this road. Yeah, so exactly at the lake. Then you cast this one tree, you cast at the second tree. What I'm using is, come on, 16-inch depth, 2.0 hook, you can get them on 4.0, Somalian balls and slim bobber. Bye bye chat. If it's cloudy in the morning, you cannot see the trees, but you can see the reflection. So there is like a cut here, and there is a cut here in the reflection. So the other cut is the tree. Let's try this out. Just a few seconds and see how it goes. And this is one thing. Sometimes when you cast, the bobber doesn't stand straight, sometimes it does, no idea why. Now there is some action. When you reel in, you cannot... Now they turned on the tension indicators. What I find most useful is cast out and after a few seconds just do one crank. Come on, take it. This is the same at the same spot you can get catfish. Just go with pet food or small cut bait. Come on, take it. So I can move to the other spot. Okay, screw it. The other spot is fastest from here. Start a private room so I don't have to skip the chat. Go left. And you stand more or less here. I believe the depth was 70 inches? Let's check. How do I cast out in a straight line through the lilies? Yeah, 70 should be okay. You can go a bit deeper. And there may be some action already. Come on, be a good buffalo. Take it, take it. Oh, come on, let me get one fish. With the new update, I believe there was a change to bobber fishing, so the fish bite a bit differently. They nibble, and you can hook them during nibbles, like you couldn't most of the time previously. Nice one. That's one spot. And let's go to the other spot, which is here. You fish at different depths. Yeah, let's go. You can go 99, but well, the funny thing is, if you're in centimeters, you can go full deep. But when you transfer it to inches, your bubble will be flat. So I'm thinking you can go deeper in inches. 90 depth, more or less here. Still using the slim bobber. Yeah, and sometimes the bobber stands straight, sometimes it doesn't, no idea why. This is the other spot. The distances are approximate, you can go 5 to 10 feet both ways. Got some action already, that's good. We'll try this one out for catfish in a moment too. Well, basically you can fish in the second spot on the other side, opposite the lake at the moment. For the catfish, works great for me. You can go on the first spot to get the catfish too, just change to small cut bait. You'll get less fish, but you only get catfish on that. Tested out a few other baits, don't work as good as the small cut bait. Yeah, there's a nibble. It's interested. Come on. Come on. You can cast in this crack here. You can cast a bit to the left, but the current will push it to your left anyway. Come on, take it, stop nibbling. Yeah, and it is nibbling, although we don't see it. And this is the lightest bobber possible at the moment. Sport bobbers still don't work. Yeah, the tension meter shows there's a nibble. Okay, come on, 20 seconds. Then I'm jumping into bass. Yeah, it went away. You can go with a smaller hook like number 4. You will get more buffaloes. Not sure if it affects the size. Although on the number 2 hook I haven't got any really small ones. But they bite up to 1.0. I've caught them on the 1.0. Ah, that's a nice one. Yeah. Come on, baby. Yeah. Again, nice one. Okay. Catfish is exactly the same spot, just have to change the bait and change the bobber, because no idea why, but small cut bait will sink this bobber. You can try the oval one. It says it will sink it, but most of the time it doesn't. Even when you're not on the ground. Okay, let's switch to bass. So I've caught bass everywhere here. I was casting from here across the lake, across the other side. You basically get them anywhere. But I've caught most of mine standing on this side, this way, casting there with a spoon. got a few on spinner, but not as many. And I usually keep my rod left like this, so they can hook on the other relays too. Just stop and go. You can go lift and drop. Don't think it changes anything. Come on, boy. It's a tiny one. 1.3, and the best is almost 2. So that's one spot. You can go exactly the other side. There is the other spot. You can get them here. And I go this way. You can go 2 cranks, you can go 1 crank, whatever. Nano spoons work wonders, yeah. And one thing I noticed, the bait froze in mid-water. If I would strike as soon as it froze, I would most likely lose the fish. And that's grass pickerel. But you can get all sorts of things from these spawn points. You can try to fish along this bridge. So let's get here and cast here. It probably will snag at the center. But maybe we'll get lucky. I will show you one more spot for the bass in a moment. Yeah, snagged. If you go with a 4-pound line, you've got an 8 out of 10 chance you will need to break your line. That's why I go with a 5.5-pound nano braid. Ah, there is something. Crappie. That's a crappie. Yeah, but like I said, you can cast out across the lake too. Let's move here. Can't. Too close. I've also tried 2.0 spoons. They work okay. But I never go for the biggest one ever. Always go for 1 point lower. So you can go this spot and cast along the shoreline. That's how I got my biggest so far. Although I'm pretty sure there's no real hotspot. And the fish size is completely random. After this reel I'll try to get a catfish. So if you don't want to see it, you can quit after it. Too soon. Or maybe it was just grazing a snag. No, I think it was a fish. Come on. This is gonna be a small one, I believe. It's an okay size one. Alright, let's try out the first rod for the catfish. That should be the correct depth. Well, if you're watching this and you're not a member of the Pro Hookers Fishing Club, I give credit for most of the spots here and most of the research to other members of the Pro Hookers Club, which I believe is one of the best communities, fishing clubs I've had the pleasure of joining so far. So if you see somebody with a PH underscore before the name, yeah, that's us. Yeah, there's some action. And that's a catfish. Those are the 3 biggest fish you can catch here. Ah, that's actually quite a good sized one. Keep. Okay. This is Rush signing out. Yeah, if you see somebody with PH underscore, that's the Pro Hookers Club. Say hi and be nice. Cheers.